Welcome, Game of Thrones fans. It's me, Mark.
I'm Anna.
And we are here to bring you Game of Thrones Season 3, Episode 7, The Bear and the Maiden Fair.
The Bear and the Maiden... in the Maiden Fair.
Last episode was pretty good with the climb. We had Littlefinger stuff. Anything you want to talk about?
Well, there was the Littlefinger speech when we learned that Raz is dead. Melisandre came and got Gendry.
Yep.
Which my constant saying like Gendry actually was Gendry.
You were spot on that.
Yep. I wasn't even guessing. I was just naming off the only other brat.
What do you think
in
of
the show.
Arya's response to that?
Well, she was not happy at all. And she called her a witch, which she is.
She's a priestess.
She does magic. She's a witch.
Okay.
There's good witches and bad witches.
Yep.
Glinda the Good, and then there's also the Wicked Witch of the West. I'm totally getting these out of the Wonderful Wizard of Oz.
Well, isn't she a good witch then because she wants Joffrey dead? Isn't she a good witch because she wants Joffrey dead? She wants Stannis to take the throne, which means Joffrey will be dead.
I don't think good witches kill.
Oh. Okay.
Because, you know. Do you ever see Glinda killing someone?
Probably not.
Yeah.
Okay, what other? Well, the wall climb.
The wall climb. And they we were kind of discussing this, and Dad said, well, they needed John to point out all the occupied castles, and I'm like, wouldn't Mance Rayder know? And he said, that's a good point.
It is a good point because
Yes.
he's former Night's Watch. He probably would know which castles were manned and which ones were not.
Plus, I just kind of thought of this. Wouldn't the castles with people in it, you know, have fire and smoke coming from them?
Good chance.
I mean, I don't think a...
Although the wall is 700 feet high, would you be able to see that from down to bottom?
Probably not.
Normally snowing, cold, blowing.
Fair point.
Okay. What else we got?
This...
Oh, the Jaime Brienne.
Brienne.
Jaime's heading to King's Landing, but Brienne is staying at Harrenhal.
Yep.
Tywin and Lady Olenna talking about Cersei and Sir Loras getting married.
Uh-huh.
Tywin got his way.
Of course he does.
He always gets his way, don't he?
Yeah.
And the other big thing would probably be Theon and his Disney journey.
Yeah. There's no such thing as a fairy tale here.
Nope.
There's no happily ever after.
If you're coming up with any theories of why this is all going on, or who it is, or anything like that? Given it much thought?
Probably learned more about Theon. Though we still don't know who the other guy is. Though, as I said in the last episode, the whole if everything I told you was a lie, then that means the thing he was saying is a lie, which means which means he was telling the truth on the stuff before. If he was telling the truth, it's the whole yeah.
Layers of lies.
Layers of lies are truths on what lies on truths. It's an infinitive thing.
Playing mind games then, eh? Alright, you ready for a couple questions?
Sure.
Alright, we got two of them we're going to ask before this episode. And the first one is from Red Dwarf 115. It says, after the Edmure Frey wedding, does Anna think the Stark Frey armies will be able to take on the armies of the Lannisters and Tyrells? And I'll go further into that. What do you think they'll do? Where do you think they'll go first?
Well, I like their idea of going to Castle Rock because I mean, kind of, you might have heard the saying, well, the cat is away, the mice will play. So I mean, well, all the Lannisters are over in King's Landing, Castle Rock, there's no, like, big Lannisters there. So it would be easy for the taking.
Easier anyway.
Yeah, easier.
Definitely easier.
And then, you know, once they're there, they can try to figure out how to get to King's Landing. How to get King's Landing.
For the plan, but at least they'll have Castle Rock. Alright, that's a pretty good answer. Morphe versus Fisher. What does Hannah think about the fact that Tywin does not know about Cersei and Jaime since everyone else seems to know, considering how smart he is?
I think he does know, though he might just not want to believe it. Because, I mean, he probably knows, he just doesn't want to believe it.
Kind of refusing to believe it?
Yeah.
Denial, maybe?
Probably. But it's kind of like if some adults see something they have already deemed impossible, they'd just be like, no, that probably never happened. No, yeah. Then there's kids. Kids are more susceptible to seeing imaginary things that have been supposedly imaginary, or, you know, just really weird things, you know, like something deemed mythical or impossible. They'll be like, hey, cool. And then adults will be like, what? Can see that. Just like a mom and like her kid. And like they see something really weird or impossible. And the kid's like, cool. And then the mom's just like, what just happened? It's a very easy scenario for me to imagine.
Alright, you ready to go?
Yep.
Alright. Here we go, the Bear and the Maiden Fair. And your favorite guy.
No, you're just gonna light the biggest fire the North's ever seen to let them know you're coming.
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
She says that a lot.
Yep.
She's right, you don't. I know you cut me loose on the wall.
Cut her loose too. See her sulking about it? That's because she understands the way things are.
He's kind of new to this whole way of life.
The deep wisdom you found inside the head of a bird.
I know she'd love to meet you. And her grandchild.
What now? Are you certain?
Are you angry with me?
You're my queen.
I have your little prince or princess inside me.
Maybe one of each.
Don't get greedy. Can you leave the wall for one night?
I love you. Do you hear me? I love you.
You and Shay, keep her. Wed one and bed the other. All you have to do is get us on in the Starco. He'll be You'll have 2 women and a whole kingdom of your own. 2 women to despise me, and a whole kingdom to join.
You've been holding the council meetings in the Tower of the Hand instead of the small council chamber.
I have, yes.
May I ask why?
Well, the Tower of the Hand is where I work. The walk from there to here would take time. Time I could otherwise spend productively.
So if I wanted to attend a council meeting, I would now have to climb all the stairs in the Tower of the Hand.
We could arrange to have you carried them.
Tell me about the Targaryen girl in the east and her dragons.
Where did you hear about this?
Is it true?
Apparently so. Curiosities on the far side of the world are no threat to us.
But how do we know these dragons are just curiosities and not the beasts that brought the whole world to heel?
Because we have been told as much by the many experts who serve the realm by counseling the king on matters about which he knows nothing.
But they haven't been counselled.
You are being counselled at this very moment.
Now comes the noble Rasdal no Eras of that ancient and honourable house, master of men and speaker to savages, to offer terms of peace. Noble lord, you are in the presence of Daenerys Stormborn of House Targaryen.
Many an army has broken against our walls. You shall find no easy conquest here, Khaleesi.
Good. My insight need practice, so I was told to blood them early.
If blood is your desire, blood shall flow. The wise masters of Yunkai have sent a gift. There is far more than this awaiting you on the deck of your ship.
My ship?
Yes, Khaleesi. As I said, we are a generous people. You shall have as many ships as you require.
And what do you ask in return?
All we ask is that you make use of these ships. Sail them back to Westeros where you belong, and leave us to conduct our affairs.
I have a gift for you as well. Your life.
My life.
And the lives of your wise masters, but I also want something in return. You will release every slave in Yunkai. Every man, woman, and child shall be given as much food, clothing, and property as they can carry as payment for their years of servitude. Reject this gift, and I shall show you no mercy.
You are mad. Those who survive we shall enslave once more. Perhaps we'll make a slave of you as well.
Yeah, I want to try that.
You swore me safe conduct.
I did. But my dragons made no promises, and you threatened their mother.
Take the gold.
My gold. You gave it to me, remember? And I shall put it to good use. You'd be wise to do the same with my gift to you.
You say my father, he was some lord or...
There. Your father's house.
I'm just a bastard.
The bastard of Robert of the House Baratheon. First of his name, King of the Andals and the first man. Why do you think the Gold Cloaks wanted you?
We swear, because you're a liar. You lied to Gendry, you lied to me. You lied to anyone. I hope the Lannisters kill you all.
One day you'll understand. But now. Over here. I'm gone. Bring him out. Fuck you!
Kick only like Wolfgar. Won't do you no good.
What does everyone want to capture Arya?
She's a Stark.
Thought you were gone. Tomorrow. Have they told you what they plan to do with me?
Lord Bolton's travelling tomorrow as well. He's going to the Twins for Edmure Tully's wedding. You're to remain here. With Locke, I owe you a debt. And catch
Catherine Stark released you, you both made a promise to her. Now it's your promise. You gave your word. Keep it and consider the debt paid.
I won't return the Stark ghost to her mother. I swear it.
Goodbye, Sir Jamie.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Terrible timing. Everyone knows you love girls. And you always thought they loved you back. Would you say it's your most precious part? No mercy, please! Please, mercy, mercy! This is mercy. I'm not killing you, just making a few alterations.
Not all girls are like you.
Our girls seem more blood than boys. Or do you like girls who swoon Jon Snow? Oh, a spider! Save me, Jon Snow! My dress is made of the purest silk from Tra-la-la-la-lally day.
I'd like to see you in a silk dress.
Would you?
So I can tear it off you.
Or you rip from a pretty silk dress? I'll blacken your eye.
Lord Selwyn Tarth offered 300 gold dragons for his daughter's safe return.
Fair offer.
Fair offer. Locke won't take it.
Why not?
He's convinced Lord Tarth owns all the sapphire mines in Westeros. He feels he's been cheated.
Fools to kill her.
These men have been at war a long time. Most of them will be dead by winter. She'll be their entertainment tonight. Beyond tonight, I don't think they care very much.
I've got orders from Lord Bolton
What are those orders?
to deliver you to your father at King's Landing.
You think you'll get a reward?
I serve Lord Bolton. Any appreciation
You
your
think
father...
you're getting a reward? Let me explain something to you. When my father sees me, the first thing he's going to ask is what happened to my hat. And I'm going to tell him, this man chopped it off.
I had
Or I
nothing-
could tell him, this man saved my life. We'll return to Harrow now.
Blackmailing. Oh, it's a song.
Gold, sapphires, whatever you want, just get her out of there.
All you lords and ladies still think that the only thing that matters is gold. Well, this makes me happier than all your gold ever could.
That makes me happier than all her sapphires.
So go buy yourself a golden hand and fuck yourself with it.
Get behind me.
me. Lord Bolton's orders.
What do you think is more important to Lord Bolton? Getting his pet rat a reward or ensuring Tywin Lannister gets his son back alive? Well, just be on our way. Sorry about the sapphires.
Okay, so that's what they meant by the Bear and the Maiden Fair title thing.
Said it was a song.
Well, they
Believe it or
were
not, a
singing
few
the song.
episodes ago they used that song.
They did?
Yep, I didn't notice until we were doing the rewatch. It was when Jamie and Brienne were on the horses. They were tied up when they were hauling. They were singing, all the Bolton guys were singing that song. And I noticed that. Didn't notice it before, but I like the way this show does that kind of thing. So, what'd you think of that ending?
It was interesting.
Interesting. What do you think of it?
Well, both the song, what happened, and the title all sync in sync. Yeah.
I guess a lot of people will want to know, what do you think of Jamie now? A lot of people will be wondering how your feelings towards Jamie are now after that scene.
Well,
I know it's been changing here the last 3-4 episodes or so. It's funny how it does that, but
let's see.
they'll want an update.
Let's see. The first episode, he was a dick.
Then episode 5, he attacked Ned. Episode 9, he got captured. He's been down a crazy road, hasn't he?
Yes.
All right. Well, you want to go back to the beginning and we'll finish up with a little discussion on everything there at the end.
Yep.
Talissa had some news for Rob.
Pregnant.
How's that making you feel?
Prince of the North? Or princess?
Or princess?
Because, I mean, they don't actually know whether it's a boy or girl.
Right. What do you want it to be? What do you want it to be, a prince or a princess?
Well, if it was a prince, that would work nicely with the whole king thing. But honestly, princess. Princess would be nice. And then Talissa can teach her all the medical stuff.
Ah, there we go.
That'd probably be a good mother-daughter bonding thing.
All right. Well, these next two scenes kind of had to do with Sansa Tyrion marriage. Sansa and Marjorie walking. Marjorie talking good about Tyrion. And then the next scene was Bronn and Tyrion. Bronn trying to talk Tyrion into how it could work.
Yeah.
How do you think that's all going to work out?
It's gonna be hell. It's just gonna.
You think? I mean, we like Sansa.
Yeah.
We like Tyrion. He is a Lannister. But like Marjorie said, there's far worse Lannisters than Tyrion.
Yeah. Out of all the main Lannisters that we know, probably the best. And
So, I mean, it could work.
He's number
Never know.
4.
Gotta have hope in this show.
Hope is the only thing they got. The rest is blood,
All right.
dragons, and lots of drama.
Well, it is a drama series, so. Let's talk about the Joffrey Tywin scene.
Joffrey Tywin scene.
What do you think of that? Do you like that scene? Didn't think much of it. I'll point out an area that I like about that.
Well, Joffrey he would have to like walk all those stairs up to the tower, and then Tywin pointed out, well, you can get carried up there.
The point I'll point out on that one is why I like that scene. Exactly the moment you're talking about. But right before Tywin says that, he walks up the stairs so he can look down on Joffrey when he says it. And he didn't look too happy. But Joffrey did bring up Daenerys and the dragons.
Mm-hmm. And that's how they transferred over to Essos.
Yep. And that brings us over to... Ooh, I wrote the wrong... I wrote Astapar. Yunkai.
Yunkai.
They're arriving at Yunkai, and they send one of the Unsullied in to get the masters out to talk outside of the city walls. We'll talk about that for a second.
Yes. She clearly threw the meat to have him, be terrified. That was planned.
What do you think of Yunkai? Says he has powerful friends.
Powerful friends.
They have thick walls all around that city.
They seem well protected.
And siege ready. They're well supplied.
Yes. But, same thing that happened with Harrenhal. It was supposed to be it's the most battle-ready thing from the history and lore. It said it's the most ready thing. And then it could stand up to thousands and thousands of men. But then the dragon, and then
the dragons
came. And they could not, handle an attack from the sky. And neither did Astapar.
Good
See,
point.
they all prepare for sieges from men, not dragons. This is where Dany has an upper hand.
Yep, she definitely does with that. She thinks she's using the dragons to go into Yunkai.
Mm-hmm.
Did you like her theory when Jorah was talking about how they didn't need Yunkai? And she says, how many slaves are in Yunkai? Yeah. And he said 200,000. She's like, well, I have 200,000 reasons then.
She wants to free all the slaves. No slavery.
No slavery. She's very against that.
Yes.
Okay. Melisandre and Gendry.
Melisandre and Gendry.
Gendry now knows who his dad is.
Uh-huh. He looked very surprised about that.
Yes, he did when she went out and looked up the castle and said, that's where your dad lived. Okay. Just wanted to point that out. Not a ton happened with that. Arya, Beric Dondarrion talking, and then Arya runs off.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then he got captured by the Hound.
Why do you think the Hound wants her?
She's a Stark.
She's a Stark. All right. Are you worried for Arya or no?
Worried.
Worried, yes.
Yes.
Okay. Then I'll wait till the end. We had another Theon scene. That was a rough one.
Yep.
I'll say again, poor old Theon.
Sure.
Well, we just know that happened. Oh, then we go to Jon and Ygritte.
Yep.
Jon and Ygritte. Jon is saying, don't attack. because
Yeah.
they will die.
There's
Because it's
history
happened.
lessons for a reason. It's called don't. You learn from your past mistakes so you don't make them again.
And the wildlings have attacked 6 times in the last 1,000 years.
And they still think seventh time is the charm. Not really. And they have 20 men.
Well, they got a lot more coming from the north side.
True.
They got 20 guys
Right now.
to attack from the other side of the wall. Okay. Osha, Jojen, and Bran talking. Osha's really not wanting to go north of the wall.
No.
She talked about her old boyfriend.
Yeah.
Apparently he turned into a white.
Mm-hmm.
Jojen is saying they're not going to Castle Black though, because Jon's not there, and they want to get Bran up to see the Raven or find the Raven north of the wall. How do you think that storyline may play out?
Well, they might get there during or after the siege. During or after the siege. Then they're gonna meet a whole bunch of wildlings. Had a bird fart. They're gonna meet a whole bunch of wildlings, and then they're gonna get captured, most likely.
Okay. Okay, and then that brings us back to the Jaime and Brienne stuff. I skipped one of the scenes. That was where Jaime was telling Brienne that she was going to end up staying there, and he was getting taken to King's Landing. Brienne actually called him Sir Jaime.
Mhm.
Didn't call him Kingslayer.
Yeah.
And then Jaime is on the road, and Qyburn, the guy that was talking to him that's taking care of his hand, well, lack of hand, he's a former Meister. He got kicked out of the Citadel.
Mhm. It's kind of like how doctors, like back in the 1800s, we were taught in language arts. We're doing not Huckleberry Finn. We're doing Tom Sawyer. We're reading that, and so she had us do background stuff. So yeah, and they talked about, and she talked a little bit about grave robbers, how they dig up people and dissect them
Cut them open, dissect them, see how
to
everything
learn
works.
more about human anatomy.
Yep, that's kind of what Qyburn got kicked out for. So anyway, Qyburn says what they'll probably end up doing to Brienne, and that leads Jaime to say, no, we're going back to Harrenhal.
And then the blackmail.
Interesting note on the fight, yeah, the blackmail scene, and then when they get there, that bear was real. That was not a CGI bear. They used a real bear for those scenes when they shot that episode.
It was a tamed one, obviously.
Well, I'm sure, but still, I don't know if I'd want to get in anywhere close to a bear of that size.
Well, the trick with bears is, try not to be seen, and if he or she does see you, try to get as big as you can. Fortunately for me, because I'm short, I can't do that.
You girdle up into a little ball.
And hope he doesn't see me.
So anyway, Jaime saves the day.
Mm-hmm.
And now they're both off to King's Landing.
Yep.
Well, that's the episode. You got
Yeah.
anything else you want to talk about?
Ooh, this might be a better strategy than curling up in a ball.
Okay.
Trying to piggyback riding the bear. That way the bear can't get to me. Be like,
grab a hold of the
"Roar,
hair and-"
roar, roar. I'd be piggybacking him. That's probably the best way to go. He can't reach me. That means he can't get. If he can't reach me, I'm fine.
So going rodeo style then, eh?
Yes.
All right. Well, all right, everybody. That was episode 7. It was a good one. Good news. We're going to eat up some dinner, and sometime later tonight we are going to film episode 8.
Which
So
is Second Sons.
Second Sons. Oh yeah, you're reading that again, ain't
Yes.
you?
Well,
So
it doesn't give any spoilers. It's just
Nope.
second sons.
Yep. So that is the plan, and we will see you all for the next one.